that'll be a position to watch, obviously. Running back, you feel good there. You lose Martinez he goes in the 7th round, right, to the Seattle Seahawks. I think he's going to be a good player there. He was a good player for Miami. Really, if you look at the stats last year, Martinez's stats and the combined stats of Fletcher and Lyle are pretty much identical. Like there's a yards per carry, total yards. Fletcher and Lyle had more touchdowns, but it was basically the same. So you hope to maintain that production as you go and get those guys a bigger role. Lyle, I think, is going to get the biggest jump. Fletcher's role should stay pretty similar. Put those guys 1A, 1B, 1B, 1A, however you want to stack them up. They're going to be there at the top of the depth chart. And then you keep an eye on Marty Brown, Shamar Brown from North Dakota State, originally from Omaha, Nebraska, FCS Freshman of the Year, 1,000+ yard rusher for the national champions at the FCS level, North Dakota State, the Bisons. So this is a guy who I think fits the system. We've talked about him a bunch. Doesn't lose yards, doesn't make the 30, 40, 50-yard runs as much as you'd like at this point. He's not that patient. He's there. When he sees it, he hits it. But what the result of that is he's constantly setting you up in 3rd and 5, 3rd and 2. You know, he's getting you out of bad situations because he's very consistent running the ball. And I think that fits this system, particularly as a third back where you have the explosiveness of Lyle. Fletcher can make big runs too. He's got some straight line speed to him and explosiveness. So I think 1A, 1B, and then 3, but you feel very, very good about those 3.
And I was talking to someone over the weekend who has seemed like Gerard Pringle's taken by the end of spring was someone that they definitely see as having some sort of, I don't want to call it a role, but I think he can be a guy that they get in there for a few snaps a game and utilize his speed. I think in the return game, he'll be utilized as well.
Yeah. With Pringle, he was banged up, so he missed time. So you didn't really see him. And also you're not tackling the running backs to the ground. So you don't always get the best evaluation in spring of the running part. You get a great evaluation of the pass blocking part, which Pringle's, behind there in that aspect because he's smaller, right? And he's younger. So you saw the weaknesses without seeing the strengths necessarily just because of the format. Spring game, he's healthy, he's there, full contact, they take him to the ground. And those of you who were there, you saw Pringle, man. He had some explosive runs. He made guys miss in the hole. He looked really explosive and good. So I agree, Pete. I think he's got a chance to help us. He's better in a role where you're not counting him to be the third guy. Marty Smith is right there to give you that safe.
Marty Smith is from ESPN.
Shout out to Marty Smith. Does a great job out there. Marty Brown is there to give you a safe option who's going to consistently gain yards, over 210 pounds. Natural running back kind of style to him, quick, good balance, and has produced and has been in big. He just came from the national championship game. You could say FCS, whatever. That FCS national championship game is not, a spring game. That's a real football game with real stakes. A lot of people watching in the crowd on TV. So he did a great job there. He was one of the better players in that championship game, scored the touchdown really to seal the game, ran somebody over and scored. So I think he's mentally going to be fine for a team like Notre Dame. And his style just fits. So love where the running back position is right now. I think Marty Brown kind of closed the loop on that position and really allowed you to have one of the best running back rooms. I mean, I would say hands down the best running back room in the ACC, unless I'm missing somebody, Pete. I don't think I am. And best running back room, one of the best running back rooms in the country. Is anybody missing Isaac Brown's good for Louisville, but I don't know they have the depth at that spot. I mean, is there anybody better than Miami in the ACC on the running back?
Off the top of my head, it's tough for me to say. I can't say that I've dissected the depth charts across the ACC at running back, but
SMU loses Brashard Smith. Tootin is gone from Virginia Tech. Pittsburgh has Desmond Reed. He's a pretty athletic guy from South Florida, but a smaller back. Who am I missing? In North Carolina, they don't really have, they have okay guys, but they're not blowing you away. FSU.
I like that freshman they brought in that we were talking about the other day. Forget his name.
Yeah, big guy. Yeah, but freshman. So they're FSU is not very good at running back, from what I've heard. They're not loving their room. They went and brought in the 4-string running back from Oklahoma, hoping he can get things going. I know they have a lot of faith in Usman Kroma, who's a top running back recruit. Clemson also got a top running back recruit, but again, we're talking about true freshmen. Georgia Tech, I think they lost. Didn't they lose their running back? I could be wrong, but they're pretty good. I just don't see really a lot of running back talent in the ACC. I think Miami probably has not only the number 1 running back in the ACC, they might have 2 of the top 3.
Man, I probably take Isaac Brown.
You take Isaac Brown
just because of the game breaking ability. But
you do. But I mean, there's a size. Miami has the big ones, and if you look at the playoff, usually those smaller guys, their effectiveness dwindles as you get into the deeper rounds of the playoff or into just the bigger games of January in college football. That's why Alabama and Georgia always had big guys, even if they were like 6th-round picks like a Kenny McIntosh. They were just always pretty big because at that time of year, that's what you want. So explosive, he is good. You'd put him in that top 3 for sure. But I'm not sure if Miami's other 2 backs aren't in that top 3 as well. It's just about top 3 from South Florida, unless I'm missing somebody. And if I'm in the comments, let me know if I'm being a homer here. But I don't think I am. I think this is a good running back group in the ACC.